marketing strategy. If you know you want to elaborate a little bit more on that, like I love your page. I love how you distribute your cuts, how you line up, you know, your marketing. Like elaborate more on like how did you feel? How did you come to a point where you felt like so comfortable with how you're putting your presentation together, and what does it really mean to have a great presentation in the barber industry to really catch the eye of the beholder to get them in your chair, and also to knowing that social media is a fast pace. Like I see you, but then I don't see you because you know everybody's like scrolling through. But I feel like when people come to your page, it makes them kind of like want to sit for a while. They're like, oh, I love that. I love this transition. Oh, I love the way he angled this. Like, how did that come into effect?
Sometimes, sometimes you just gotta do shit. What I mean by that is like, I didn't have, I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I had to do something. I, I'm gonna be name dropping a little bit, but um, it was a guy. It was another guy that, another gentleman that, um, I helped out when he was early in the game.
Mhm.
Um, Now he's doing a lot of amazing things, man. He's doing a lot of amazing things. I reached out to him one day, and this was years ago. I reached out to him one day, and me and him was just talking like how you and I talk,
Mhm.
and he had shared with me like, man, I'm booked up all the time,
Mhm.
just from off of IG.
Yeah.
I'm an old head, so I'm like, I wasn't even on IG or none of that stuff. I wasn't on none of this stuff before. I didn't even know how it worked.
Yeah.
So when he told me that, it just put a spark underneath. Icy. I think that's his name, Icy. You know, I think he's out there. I think he's in like PG County, DC or something like that, whatever. But
Okay.
um he he put a spark underneath me, man. And I tried, to do things on my level that I can afford to do.
Mhm.
I didn't have no new iPhone or none of that type stuff. I was just hollering at different people. I had found this guy that was he was a videographer, as a hobby, and I just was doing stuff. I really was doing whatever he suggested. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because I didn't know what to do.
Mhm.
And I was just filming things, and I would just film stuff and put it out, put it out, put it out, put it out, and then after a while, when you doing certain things, just like when you cutting hair, when you cutting hair, you want to come up with a system of how you do certain things.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You want to come up with a system. I have a system, and I assembled a team of people. These team of people, they're they're passionate and love what they do. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? You need a graphic design artist. You need a videographer. If you can't do it yourself, you're gonna need a photographer. If you can't do it yourself, because if you're busy, if you if you say you're busy, you're not gonna have time to do all of that. You're not gonna have time to do all of it yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're busy like that. Once I started doing that, I came up with a formula. Um, I don't just have. I might I might book one videographer and two photographers at
Mhm.
the same time. Um, I don't want to do things, and I shared this with you before, but I don't want to do things during a regular work day when some of the people that's in the shop might not want to be filmed,
Exactly.
or that model might not want you to take no pictures of them. I would line up things with people who don't mind, because like some of your clients want to be one of the models in them reels. They
Yeah.
want to do it, Like, gee, man, when you need another one, man, go ahead and, you know what I mean? And that's what happened. I had a list of people, and I would go down that list, who's ever available. I've learned to do it early in the morning, because like if you're in the shop, with other people, with other barbers, all of those barbers not going to like, they're not going to be cool with you doing what you doing. The average person, when the average people that may be in your shop that's not doing anything, got the most things to say. They got
Correct.
the most criticism.
Correct.
What is this dude doing, man? Who he think he is? You know, I mean, I heard all of it, and you know, because some of the other, you know, like all when you're in the shop, it's supposed to be a team and all that type of stuff. I hear all of that, but
Yeah.
underneath, is it really a team?
Correct.
Do you really have my interest at hand? Do you really care about what I'm doing? And if during my elevation, do you care? Are you applauding when I elevate?
Mm-hmm.
Do you Are you applauding when I reach my the money goals? Probably not. Probably not, man. Like, you gotta put your blinders on and keep doing what you're doing, and you'll create a formula of how you do things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I get up, like I take off 2 days a week, but you know, and I've been working for years every day, but um, I'll have ideas and I'll pop out my sleep and I'll come out here in this living room and sit in this chair and do my research on different things,
Exactly.
on a reel I want to do, um, a new service I want to start doing on top of all the other stuff that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? The more you learn, the more you earn. And you know, like what you was talking about with with school, you know, going to school and all that, they really just give you the basics. They
Mm-hmm.
give you the basics to get your license,
Mm-hmm.
and when you come out here in the real world, you're gonna what I've learned is you gotta you got to keep learning. You have to keep learning. Like I had a person say, you know, well, what